Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to my channel, to my wonderland, to our coffee times together. And today I have another movie review for you. I'm here to talk to you about the movie Freaks.
It's coffee time.
So I was lucky that I was invited to the Fantasy Film Fest that takes place in Cologne. It takes place actually in a couple different cities in Germany, and they've been doing this for 33 years, and they always show movies that have not yet been released in Germany. There might be older movies or just new movies about to come to the theaters, and it is always a great event. And this is where I got this shirt from, because these are the little logos that they kind of use, the little emojis that they use to put like below every movie, so that you know if there's gonna be like violence or explosives or anything like that. So I thought it was really cute, so I grabbed one of these shirts. And today I'm here to talk to you about the movie Freaks, like I said. And it's a movie that premiered in 2018 already, but it never was shown in Germany, and so nobody had seen it. And it's going to come out in DVD and Blu-ray, at least in Germany, in January 2020. So I'm not sure if you guys have already had the chance to check out this movie, but I thought it was a really cool mix between science fiction, superheroes, and a little bit of horror, and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to quickly give you a spoiler-free review. Freaks is a 2018 American-Canadian science fiction movie, and apparently it was first shown in September at the Toronto Festival, September 2018, and I believe it has been released already in North America in September 2019, so if you live there you probably have already access to a copy of this movie. This is a very complicated movie to kind of explain to you, because it is a weird mix. This could be science fiction, supernatural, it could be something that came out of a Stephen King novel. It's kind of like a weird mix between genres, and so I think that makes it very available for a lot of people that enjoy different things. And it's also kind of what it made it so special, and I don't think they had an extreme big budget or anything, but the movie was amazing and it did what it had to do. It was like intriguing, surprising, and I absolutely loved it. Let's talk a little bit about the main plot of the story. So basically we have 7-year-old Chloe that lives with her father, and her father is obsessed at keeping her at home and is always reminding her that she's special, that she would be killed if she goes outside. So he's kind of trying to keep her in the house at all times. She's not allowed to leave, and she's kind of training her in case that in the future she has to leave for whatever reason, to say the things that she's supposed to say, in order not to be killed by the bad people. So there's a point of the movie where this character comes in that is one of my favorite characters, and he's called Mr. Snowcone, and it's this old man that drives this ice cream truck and kind of tries to lure children into getting ice cream from him. And he was so creepy, and it reminded me like he could have been just a character taken out of one of Stephen King's novels, and I absolutely love that character. And obviously because Chloe is a kid, she's only 7, and actually fun fact, the actress playing Chloe was 7 at the time they were filming it, and she did such an amazing job. Her character is kind of conflicted, because she really wants to go outside because she wants ice cream because she's a kid, but on the other hand she knows she's not allowed to go outside because she knows that, like the father says, the bad people are gonna come for her. So she's a character that is developed so well throughout the whole movie, because she's always in conflict with things that she has been told and things that she sees from the outside. So throughout the movie you get to know the reasons why the father is keeping Chloe home. Basically, as you can already tell by the trailer, it's because she has specific powers, she has a gift, and apparently if she goes out she would be killed because of it, and the whole movie the father is trying to protect her from this. And it's funny because the trailer, it is sort of like the movie, but it also gave me expectations of more pure sci-fi, but then when I watched the movie I realized that it's a mix of a lot of different genres. Like I said, it could be supernatural, superheroes, science fiction, horror, all packed in one, and I absolutely love that. As for the acting, I think everybody did a great job, but obviously this little girl being only 7 and basically running the whole movie, because the movie it's based on her character, I mean, that's already amazing if you can do that when you're 7, and her performance and the way that you see her character develop, and you can tell by the way she looks and the way she reacts to things. I think it was an amazing performance. And also obviously Bruce Dern, who is the old man that played Mr. Snowcone. Absolutely loved him. I think in part because of the type of character that he was playing that I was so hooked on him, but also I think he did an amazing performance. But like I said, it felt like all the characters had a really nice development throughout the movie, as you were understanding more and more the reasons why they were saying or doing certain things. And I thought they did a great job at that, you know, with the character arc. I think one of the best parts of the movie was that you were never sure who was good and who was bad. Like, I felt like you were shifting all the time, and I think that as the story progressed you got to understand more and more things, but they did it in a way that they kept you kind of intrigued, interested in the story. And also, like, nearly the whole movie takes place in the same house, but the way that this story went, they utilized that house so well to develop a whole movie nearly just inside that house, and I thought it was fantastic. And I really appreciated some of the originality that the movie brought, and how they used all the rooms from the house. And if you watch the movie you'll see, I don't want to talk too much about that because then I'm gonna spoil it for you, but when you watch the movie you'll understand what I say, that the way they really utilized every single room in that house, and it never felt boring inside the house. It was just great, because other movies with higher budgets cannot do that. So I really appreciated that from this movie as well. If I have to say something that I didn't really enjoy, was that sometimes it could be a bit repetitive when it came to the pacing of events. Like, you discover this character does that, and then we're back to point 1, and then this character does this, and then, you know, like, it kind of felt at some points like a little bit in a loop of you know, the way the events were going. Also, some characters made wrong decisions, or decisions that I didn't really agree with, so some people might be bothered by that, but I think it's part of the, you know, character ensemble and the character development. This movie needs to be interpreted as a kind of futuristic society in which people that had gifts had to hide from society because they were not being really accepted. That comes when people has a special gift. There's a fear that is created in society, probably by politics, like always, because they are the devil. But I also believe this was in a way a coming of age story for Chloe, and how she had to grow up super fast because of the world that she was living in and because of her gift. And the relationship that she built with all different characters was very touching at moments. I would recommend this movie to anybody that loves stories, especially with children that have special abilities, superpowers, a gift, whatever you want to call it. So if you like that kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend this to you. Or if you like the combo between sci-fi and supernatural horror stories, also I recommend this to you. And my final rating for this movie would be a 7 out of 10. It had a lot of things that could have been done better, but I thought it was a great exploration of this mix of genre, and I did think that it brought a couple of new things, some fresh stuff. And if you can get your hands on a copy, definitely would recommend you to give it a watch. And this was my spoiler-free review of the movie Freaks. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that maybe if you have not heard about this movie, I kind of, got you interested into it, because I really enjoy it and I want to share it with the world. I want more people to watch this movie and let me know what they thought about it. If you already watched it, please feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about the movie, because that would be really interesting to see what other people think after watching this movie. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate your support. Please give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any more coffee times with me. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, the links to my social media can be found in the description box down below. And I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!